YouTube, Toucon here with a review of the Kamen Rider Ghost Toucon Souten DX Sunglasseslasher. So, real quick on the naming of this thing, the romanization says Sunglasseslasher. The kana reads Sunglasseslasher. So, the kana kind of gives the invocation of Sunglasseslasher, but the kana reads Sunglasseslasher. So, I don't know what to go with. I'm just going to go with Sunglasseslasher because it rolls off the tongue a little bit better to me. So, here is the weapon for Kamen Rider Ghost Toucon Boost Damashii right here, looking all fiery and stuff. So, as you can see, there's some sunglasses going on in here, hence the Sunglasseslasher. And obviously, it can be a sword, and is a gun anywhere on this box? I'm sure it's somewhere on here. But it can transform into a gun, I promise. It really is like nowhere on this box. But it does include the Goemon and Ryoma Ghost Eyecons, as you can see right up there. So we'll take a look at those. This was released at the very end of December 2015 for about 6,000 yen or so, give or take. This one is not cheap by any means. If it isn't worth it, let's find out. Let's go ahead and get it open and take a look. Alright, so here is the Goemon and Ryoma Ghost Eyecons. Nothing too crazy here. Moving Ryoma out of the way. Goemon is a very bright yellow color. There is the pins right down there. Goemon number 8. I do like the yellow. It is very bright. It is very vibrant. It is very bright, as I was about to say. Number 8. There is the face and a katana with some coins, it looks like, for the finisher attack. We'll get that one prepped and ready to go. Here is Ryoma, number 9. There's his head. There's the pins for that. A kind of a nice pale blue color. Pretty neat. Number 9. Now, apparently there was a mistake going around in these to where the Ryoma Ghost Eyecon had number 8 in there as well, instead of the number 9, which I think I said 8 at first. I don't remember what I just said, but as you can see right here, the 8 and the 9 are really pretty much identical. The only thing is that little chunk missing to make it a 9. Like, the shape of everything is, like, exactly the same, so, like, honestly, at first glance, I wouldn't be surprised if people mistook the 9 as an 8, because it's so close to that middle portion that's cut out. So that wouldn't be too surprising. But apparently some people were getting 8 as the Ryoma instead of 9. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But mine's okay, so yay! There is the face of Ryoma. And a revolver, since Ryoma uses a gun. So that is that. Let's bring in our ghost driver. Don't worry, buddy. You'll be useless pretty soon. Now, time for Ryoma. And with that finally out of the way, here is a look at the Sunglasseslasher in the sword mode. Yeah, it's certainly a thing. It's not that big. It is pretty much the same size, give or take a little bit of this blade up here at this end. About the same size as the Gongun Saber. Just to give you a little bit of an idea there on what size you're looking at. And it just doesn't look all that impressive because of it. The bulk of the toy is this part right here. The sunglass eye Ghost Eyecon holding part thing. Yeah, it's thick. It is very, very thick, and it looks strange. The prop on the show is actually perfectly fine. I have no problems with the prop on the show because it's a prop on the show. The translation into a toy, however, just kinda sucked. Tell you honest God truth. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this. This is just super, super bulky because of how it needs to function. It needs to fit the Ghost Eyecon inside, so it needs to be that big. Plus, there's electronics in here, so it needs space for that. And so it just creates this big bulky part, which on a prop wouldn't be that bad. But when you shove it on a tiny hilted, tiny bladed toy meant for kids, this part just looks so huge that it just does not look nice at all. It doesn't. Don't really work for me, so to speak. So yeah, there is the sword mode. To transform it into gun mode, you just press the button right there, flip it over. Gun mode is a little bit of a saving grace, but still, barrel of the gun is this small. You're looking at this big chunky thing up here. But as with most sword and gun toys, the gun mode obviously works quite a bit better. So in terms of sounds, you do have a on-off switch right here. Sunglasseslasher, right there, and then you press the button. Simple sound. There is a red LED in this little fiery area right up here. So there is that, and gun mode, you get a transformation noise. And a simple gun firing noise. So not a whole lot to do in either mode. Transformation is really simple though. You can very much do it on the fly without letting go of the hilt. And so that's kind of neat. Very, very simple transformation. But let's go ahead and insert some Ghost Eyecons. So here we go. Now first off, we're going to take a look at the toy with just normal Ghost Eyecons inserted. If we flip this up, as you can see, this one is shaped with these little horny horns. So you know that the Toucon Boost Ghost Eyecon, the one with the horns, is obviously meant to fit in here. And that will activate a different mode that's stronger than if you use two normal Ghost Eyecons. Because there's a little tab right there. When that's pressed in, it plays a different set of sounds. So that's how that works. But let's go ahead and insert our Ryoma, or Goemon Ghost Eyecon, and our Ryoma Ghost Eyecon. Right in there. It'll say that obnoxious sound. We're in a carnival now. So it'll say Omega Shine. This will light up a bunch, and there is a nice little exploding noise. If we switch it to gun mode, actually in sword mode, pressing the trigger will make the big exploding noise again. So switching it to gun mode now, flip this back up, and flip it back down. Still at the carnival. So now we have Omega Flash instead of Omega Shine. And there's that secondary attack noise. So there is that. To get the Ghost Eyecons out, simply press hold of this button right here, and It's open in the back. You just push them out like that, so it just kind of poops out the Ghost Eyecons. Now, in the show, at least at the time of this recording, the only things he's done in this is the normal Ore Damashii, or Ore Ghost Eyecon, rather, which we have right here. That will insert right there. And then the Toucon Boost Ghost Eyecon will fit right in here, as I said. Has a nice little cutout for everything in there, and that will hit that button in there. So now it's Mega Mabushi. Now I got some fire noises at the carnival. So you got that cool attack. And there. So there was Mega Omega Shine. So it's all nice and mega. One step away from Super Mega. Flip it to gun mode. Flip this up. Flip it back down. One thing I really like about that is the LED effect going from here to here to here to back up there. I really like that that cyclical little LED going on. So that's pretty cool. But that is all there is to it. We can switch it back to sword mode, flip that up, press on the little button. This one likes to get stuck, apparently. There we go. I was holding down the trigger a little bit, that is why it got stuck. But there you go. So, yeah, overall, I'm not really too sure how to think about this thing. I think I like the core concept of it. And it's something that I wish the line had more of in terms of toys that actually use the Ghost Eyecons. I like the fact that it is designed to which it knows if there's Toucon Boost Ghost Eyecon is attached or not, to create a different set of sounds. So that's pretty nice. Plus, it is the only way to get the DX, Goemon, and Ryoma Ghost Eyecons if those shiny stickers are something that you seek. So if you got the Toucon Boost Ghost Eyecon, then you have a little bit extra playability of this. If you don't, I would recommend picking it up if you decide to pick up the Sunglasseslasher, because it certainly does help with the playability of the toy. That being said, I can't help but find this one a little bit dull. The Goemon Saber had a whole lot of fun in it. And again, I still think the Goemon Saber is the flagship item for the Ghost line. So much fun in one toy. But this one, however, it does have 2 modes, which is better than 1 mode, certainly. But that big bulky section of the sunglass area, the Sunglasseslasher, just makes the rest of the toy look so small, and it's already small to begin with, but being paired up with that big bulky centerpiece just makes the rest of it look really, really shrimpish. That being said, the gun mode is definitely a whole lot better looking to the eyeball, but even then, it's still not the best. If you're a huge fan of Toucon Boost Damashii, then by all means you might get a kick out of it. And if you like what you see, then go ahead and pick it up. It does not fully get my recommendation. However, if you can pick it up on a discount, then by all means pick it up, especially for those Ghost Eyecons. But in terms of just being a normal toy, go for the Goemon Saber instead. So that about does it for this review. If you like it, go ahead and blast that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more. So as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.